Well, good evening, everybody. I hope you can hear me okay. And if you can, I will introduce myself as Chris Wilson. And if you're waiting to watch this show, you probably already know that. But we are so excited to be back. Tonight is a big, big experiment because we have all new equipment that we are learning, and it will allow us to do a great deal more in terms of production. But it takes a lot of time to figure out. And at the helm of figuring that all out is my beautiful wife, Carrie.
Hello, everyone. I don't know if they hear me.
I don't think they can, because you know what I just realized?
What?
That microphone needs batteries, and I think the batteries ran out.
So nobody can hear me.
Nobody can hear you. Well, so we have to figure this out.
Where's the batteries?
Batteries are in the office behind me. It needs 2 AA's. See, we already screwed it up. But maybe they're just so happy to see us again that they won't care.
You already screwed it up.
Yeah, I did. I totally screwed it up because I saw the red light on that microphone and I didn't go get batteries. We're only ever as strong as our weakest link, which is me.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, we have a little bit of time with it.
Okay.
All right. Hi, everyone.
But that we need to figure it out. They're going to miss you if you're not around.
I will figure it out. Where are the batteries?
You could do the old put a graphic on the screen kind of thing like
Right.
you always used to.
No, I'll do it while you sing, but you'll have to ignore me.
Well, all right,
can.
so here's the first thing is, can people hear us okay? Is it working?
Can you guys hear both of us okay out there? It looks like they can,
We
yes.
need some feedback, okay?
Yes. It's going red, though, so I will have to do that during your first song.
So tonight is going to be sort of just a throwback to what we used to do. I'm going to sing some songs. We're going to yap a little bit, tell you what's been going on, and then we'll sort of introduce the show that's going to be coming up very soon, that this show is going to change into, which is the reason we have the new gear and all of that stuff. We have lots to tell you. So I guess I'll just sing a song, and we'll see if it works okay. Shall we? She said yes.
Wisconsin. As the big freighters go
supper time came, the old cook came on deck, saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed you. At 7 p.m. the main hatchway gave in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know ya. The captain wired in, yeah, the water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? Searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up, or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. On Rose Superior sings in the rooms of her ice-water mansion. The Michigan steams like young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. Farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November, remember. Musty old hall in Detroit they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come running. Little Gordon Lightfoot there, and in memoriam. All right, so everything is working okay?
Can you hear me? Yes.
I can hear you. Can they hear you, though?
Can you guys hear me? I assume so. We can...
So tonight is, again, just testing. We're just sort of doing a little testing, and we wanted to come back and see you, you know, and we wanted, I guess, you to see us, too. And
yeah, we definitely missed you all.
It's been a complicated year, wouldn't you say? It's been a rough one in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time that we look back at the year and we're like, that was easy.
That was easy. Let's do that again. But there's some great things happening here at the barn.
Yes.
We have been working very hard on. We made a new parking lot, so now we have doubled the amount of people that we can park here, so we can have some larger events and make the parking easier and a little safer.
Yeah, maybe my dad can have the night off.
Yep.
He's been parking people, if you've been here.
We have been... What else have we been working on? We've been getting ready for young Master Taylor, meaning our assistant Colby Taylor's, his wedding.
Yes.
He's going to get married here on June 3rd. And we're going to make every effort to live stream it. So you guys can watch Colby get married in the gazebo out back.
That would be fun. We should just do that without telling him.
Well, he knows we're going to do it because he's been...
Are we really going to do that?
Yeah, we're going to do it. It might just be a very simple thing with like a cell phone, but we're going to do it one way or another.
That would be nice.
What else? We are, lots going on. So we're in pre-production. I know we've said these things 100 times because we've tried things and some things either haven't worked or just there's been crazy things that have happened to us that we weren't really expecting.
Yep.
But we are in pre-production and production on the show that is going to take the place of this show, and it's going to have a theme song, which I've already written. It's a very nuanced, very creative theme song.
Yes.
And so we went around about a lot of different names for this show.
Mm-hmm.
But what ended up happening was I was trying to figure out, we didn't even have a name for what the show was going to be. And I was sitting in the recording area of the barn here. This is like a while ago, several months ago.
Yeah.
And I was, should I play a little bit of it?
I think so.
So I just started doing this. It's the Chris Wilson Show. 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 So here's Chris Wilson. And I started layering harmonies and making it sound like a Beach Boys song. And I was like, just for reasons of wanting it to stick in your head and never leave, we decided that we would just call it the Chris Wilson Show. And so there's a theme song coming.
I put up the thing.
Oh, did you put up the thing?
I put up the thing.
So the Chris Wilson Show premieres on June 11th, and we are really excited about this. So now, so how the Chris Wilson Show is going to be different than now we want. But before I get into that, the reason again we're calling it the Chris Wilson Show is because of the super catchy theme song, but also because like we were trying to figure out, like we had a lot of different ideas. Carrie likes to be behind the scenes, and she felt that if her name was included in the show, that would somehow, it would be implied that she would have to be on the show.
Right.
Or be forced to perform in some way, which she does not wish to do. So that was another reason we sort of...
Yeah, because you were kind of like the Wilson family.
I wanted to call it the Wilson Family Hour. Now there's no good theme song for that.
Right.
I mean, I guess the Wilson Family Hour. Now we could do that like as a special show once in a while, you know.
Well, but the thing is, it really will be the Wilson Family Hour because obviously I'll be behind the scenes doing stuff, but also the girls will be participating fairly regularly, I hope. And so we'll show you the sort of stuff that's happening over here that includes all of us. So it's so it really is the Wilson family, but it's the Chris Wilson Show, you know.
I want to hold the TV. Anyway, yes, that's so that's sort of the deal, you know. So the deal with the show is going to be this. So I've loved coming to you and singing to you in this way, and it's a lot of fun. But we did that, I think 215, 220 times, and all of those episodes still exist. So we thought, okay, well, there's that. You have that to look at anytime you like on YouTube. It's also, you can get there through our website or go right to our YouTube channel where you're watching this, I think, and see all of those past shows that are archived. So we thought for your entertainment and my entertainment and interest and Carrie's and everybody else's, that we want to make it a little bit broader. So what this new version of the show is going to be, and it's going to be on Sunday nights, is there's going to be some interviews. There's going to be some cooking segments. There's going to be some little vignettes about our little hobby farm we have here and our animals.
Yeah.
And so it's just going to be more of like a sort of a variety show, I guess, a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to do any plate spinning or anything, but who knows?
Well, you never know.
You never know.
Somebody's wanting to know if there will still be some like songs of faith elements in there.
Absolutely. So that was one of the things that we were sort of deciding is that, you know, we really thought about this a lot, and we're going to be doing 2 shows a week. Now, Friday Night Live is going to be a live show here in the barn. Now, this is not going to be live streamed, so you have to come here to the barn to see it. But every Friday, with just a very few exceptions, there's just going to be a live concert here in the barn. Now, this will usually be me, but it could be me and a guest. It could be me and some other, performers. So that's going to happen every Friday. And then this show on the Sunday. Now, we're not really replacing Songs of Faith in that way. It's just that what I decided was I didn't like the fact that I was sort of segregating the faith element from the other aspects of what I do. I wanted them to be together because I don't keep my faith separate from everything that I do. So my faith, our faith, is going to be a thread that runs through all of these shows.
Right.
So I hope that answers your question. But I just felt like, because there's another thing too, is like, I don't know, a lot of times I've found that when I've had a moment to sing a faithful song, as my good friend Nikki Capadonia says it, when I have a moment to do that, sometimes in a situation where people weren't necessarily expecting to hear that, they might get something out of it that is unexpected. And so it allows me to share my faith in a broader form. So yes. So long answer to your question is the Songs of Faith will remain ever present in all of the shows that we do.
So somebody else wants to know if the Friday night shows will ever be live streamed.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to record all of the Friday night shows.
Right.
So what we'll probably do is the Sunday night show, we'll have some clips from those live shows.
And there could be some special events that we do live stream, just not every Friday. So it's not a regular thing, but there could be some special shows that we decide to live stream that night on Fridays.
We realized that by doing only live shows, it really limited the amount of content that we could bring to you, because we can only do so. I mean, we're not like a multi-million-dollar television studio here. There's only so much we can do in a live format.
Yeah.
So we wanted the ability to sort of make little vignettes, little mini movies, or interviews, or cooking segments, or some of these things that required, sometimes these. I mean, that little cooking show that I did that first time, that was weeks of editing.
Yeah. Yeah.
To get
but the truth is
clip.
that the format will stay relatively the same with you on that stage.
Yes.
Doing what you do. He'll just, in between songs, he'll introduce a clip or two here. It's not just going to be clip.
Right.
Clip, clip.
It is still going to be sort of a live thing, but it's just not. It's going to have a lot of stuff that's also pre-recorded to give us a little bit better ability to entertain you.
Right. And sorry, got a text.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So in those Friday night shows, we record them. So it is very possible that we'll make those available, not maybe as a live stream, but just sort of put them out there on YouTube for you guys to watch as well.
Yep. And, we'll be able to give you all the updates about what's going on here. So there'll be a lot more video about, things. Yeah. And, our 2 girls, you guys have watched them grow up, right in front of you, and they're growing up. They are.
Definitely.
Gracie's 5'5" now.
She's just slightly shorter than me.
And, and they're both wanting to participate. Gracie has been officially named our farm manager here.
Yes.
So she is in charge of the egg production.
General animal care.
And, enthusiasm. She's in charge of that as well.
Yes.
Carrie is pushing really hard to have a petting zoo here. Now we have 2 goats, a sheep, and about 30 chickens.
Right.
we're going to have 2 more goats
Yes.
in
A week.
a week. And Carrie is very excited about this.
Yeah. Yep.
Colby and I have made some new stalls and stables stalls in the stable, which is fun, out of pallets. So we'll show you how we did all that. Very excited about the parking lot. The reason I have this sun-kissed glow is that I've been out working with Colby and our good friend John Lee to make this parking lot and to make it not seem like we literally paved paradise to put up a parking lot, which is what everybody keeps remarking. We really wanted to make sure that we could integrate it into the ground so that it didn't look silly or like we strip mined the place or something. So
we have a song request.
Okay.
Out of Nothing.
That sounds like great fun. Who's it from? Is this from Heather?
This is from Tracy.
Are we ready then? Now, Carrie's this soundboard that we have now is exceptionally complicated.
It is.
And so it's requiring Carrie to be an actual sound engineer, not just like,
Yep. No, this is the real deal.
This is the real deal.
So if there's sound mistakes, just, go easy.
Just submit them
in
writing
nicely
to me, and we will share them with Carrie.
Okay, so you ready?
I am. Sings down the street, washing crazy, start to notice nothing in this town. Not only do they scream, take time to write it down. Concrete perfume gives rise to music loud. And what do they need to hear to? What do they need to see through you? Smile a little, talk a little, dream a little, walk a little, give a little, take a little, live a little, make a little out of nothing. Sing a little, play a little, cry a little, fake a little, write a little, tune a little, have a little, make a little, something out of nothing. You got to make it out of nothing. Baby girl sits down just south of 8 years old. What is the last song that you played really fast? She asked. I'm tugging on my sleeve. No, baby, I don't remember. Okay, could you just play some Johnny Cash? What do they need to hear to? What do they need to see through you? What do you gotta do? Smile a little, talk a little, dream a little, walk a little, give a little, take a little, live a little, make a little out of nothing. Sing a little, play a little, cry a little, pick a little, write a little, tune a little, have a little, make a little, something out of nothing. You got to make it out of nothing. A song can break your heart. A song can save your heart. Dream a little, walk a little, give a little, take a little, live a little, make a little out of nothing. Sing a little, play a little, cry a little, fake a little, write a little, tune a little, have a little, make a little, something out of nothing. You got to make it out of nothing. Whoa. So smile a little, talk a little, dream a little, walk a little, give a little, take a little, live a little, make a little out of nothing. Sing a little, play a little, cry a little, fake a little, write a little, tune a little, love a little, make a little, something out of nothing. You got to make it out of nothing. Whoa. All right.
Good.
Good. Thank you, Tracy, for that request.
Yes.
Actually, you know what? I think Heather, when we were at church this morning, we got a
I actually
request.
think Heather chimed in as well as Michelle.
Yes. So all of our people are here.
Yeah, we got a lot of the regulars here,
Yep.
which is great.
Any issues?
I don't think so. I think we're okay.
Got to go to the place where my mom lives today, and we got to spend some time with her,
Yeah.
which was really, really nice on Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there, including my beautiful wife, who
Thank you.
is sort of forced to be a sound engineer on Mother's Day.
No, honestly, this is nice. I really, truly missed everybody. So I was a little nervous because we hadn't done it in so long that I was worried I was going to forget everything.
I don't know how you're doing it because you're up there communicating on the computer. She's holding a wireless microphone in her left hand, typing in her right hand.
I'm inserting pictures. I'm like,
I mean, oh, look at that. There's me and my beautiful mom. That was from a wedding a few years ago. It was funny. So that's from I think maybe 2008, maybe something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And I showed that picture to Mom today when we went to the place, and she looks right at it, and she does this every time. And she goes, "Look at my arm.
I know.
It's all flabby. I don't like it."
She looks beautiful in this picture.
I think she does too.
Yeah. And you look very handsome.
Sweetie, you spoil me.
Okay, we have another request for Amazing Grace from Marshall.
Aw, Marshall, we miss you.
I know.
Like you and Robin, we think about you all the time, and we see now. This is again just one of the beautiful things about doing this show during the pandemic is just these two beautiful people turn up in our lives, Marshall and Robin Kleinfelter, and we end up going out and hanging out at their house, and they came here, and he shot some beautiful drone footage, which has been on our website from time to time, and we're going to be doing some other cool stuff with it. Although Marshall, this is I'm officially inviting you for another visit because now that the grounds are starting to look way better, I think we need some more high quality drone footage.
That's true.
So keep it in mind.
And the house is in much better shape now.
It is. Marshall and Robin, for quite a while, apart from my relatives who came recently, were the only two people to stay at the gingerbread house next door so far because it has yet to be ready. And they were just so cool. They were just like, we don't care if it's ready or not. We want to come hang.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay. And Marshall got up every morning at I don't know, whatever sunup was, 5 o'clock in the morning and maybe even earlier, and took beautiful sunrise drone footage of the property here.
It was nice.
And when I would get up several hours later, I would enjoy looking at it.
He would show us all that he had done while we were sleeping.
Oh, man. Okay. We have a guitar sale coming up.
Ooh, I have a graphic for that.
Should I wait? Let me do the song and then we'll
do the song and then we'll talk about that. Yeah.
All right, this is for Marshall. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Well, I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. And how precious did that grace appear, the hour that I first believed. Through many, many dangers, toils and snares, I have already come, and His grace hath brought me safe thus far. And grace, it will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun. We've no mistake to sing God's praise. Then when we first begun, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now Oh, but now Lord, I see. Woo! Haven't sung that one in a while. I forgot how much I miss doing this.
I know.
Well, I hope you like that, Marshall. That song has, the layers in that song. How many lives are intertwined with the lyrics to that song?
Oh, yeah.
How many times has it been sung? Blows my mind, you know? That's the words to that song are like rings on an oak tree or something. They're just amazing. Amazing.
Yep.
All right, so I wanted to give a shout out to Jack and Maureen. Jack Donahue, my friend, is the one who owns all of these guitars that he's decided to part with, and he has trusted me to help disperse this massive and really eclectic collection of guitars. So on June 23rd,
24th, and 25th.
So okay, I always get it wrong. That weekend, we're going to have a big guitar sale here at the barn. So we're turning the barn into, it's going to look like a guitar store in here. We're going to have over 100 instruments here for sale. And we're going to use that weekend as a sort of a jumping off point to have the website go up with all of these. So that'll be after that weekend, the Monday following that weekend, or maybe we might even do it right when the show starts.
Yeah.
Throw all those guitars up on a page on our website that you can see them and hear them played. But it's an amazing collection of guitars. Which camera am I looking at here? Is that the right one?
That's the right one. Yep.
And just so excited to do this. Jack has graciously agreed to donate 20% of the sale of each of these guitars to our One Hallelujah nonprofit, which brings me in full circle to the other thing. So now everything that we do here at the barn and on these grounds is going to be done under the umbrella of the nonprofit One Hallelujah. That we just felt very much that we were being led to do that, and so fundraising is going to be a big part of how we sort of are able to operate these shows and do all of that, and plus all of the other programs that we're sort of in talks to create a music program, and music studies and faith-based studies and all kinds of things on this property. So we are going to be doing our fundraising for that. So everything that will support this particular these set of programs, or if you want to call it a ministry, because we sort of believe that that's what it is and that's what we're called to do. We're going to be doing various fundraisers. We're going to be doing afternoon teas and looking for sponsorship for our shows to sort of so we're looking for sponsors to do our upcoming The Chris Wilson Show. We're coming up with a method for you guys to sponsor that. You can sponsor shows individually, or you can be an ongoing sponsor, or that'll all be coming out on our One Hallelujah website very soon. Yeah, because it's, you guys sort of know. Oh, there's the cool poster for the guitar sale.
Yes.
And that is really the key. So, all right, so here's the deal. These guitars, it's a very eclectic collection. So there's some really expensive guitars in this collection, and then there's some inexpensive entry-level guitars and instruments in this collection, and everything in between. So spread the word, let people know. And if you don't live around here and you're not able to make it out to the barn, although we would highly recommend that you do, because that's a chance to see what we're doing.
Yeah.
You'll be able to go on the website and look at these things.
Yeah.
Once that's all up and running. I love that poster.
It's a lot of information coming at everybody today, so, bear with us.
But the beautiful thing about saying it is they can always look at it later and be like, what did he say about the thing? And
And a lot of this we'll have on the websites too,
Yeah.
So.
So I'll tell you a story. For example, so this guitar I'm playing right here. Can we get a close up in on this bad boy?
Yeah. Hold on. I think. Yep. It'll be slow, but it'll happen. It's slow.
That's an intense. All right. So what you're looking at here is a 1973 Martin D35S. Now, I really like vintage guitars. Vintage guitars are my favorite because I love sort of hearing. I feel that I can hear all the songs that have been played on a guitar. That's almost 50 years old. Anyway, so when we were going to have this sale, I said to my wife, it might be kind of good to have just a nice sort of rounded out with some different guitars. So I said to her, maybe I could purchase a couple of guitars to round out, we'll sell them. Like if I could find them for used guitars for less than they're worth, and maybe I could, we could have them for the sale and make a little bit of money for One Hallelujah. Although this was a personal one. So I bought this guitar and I just fell in love with it, and I can't stop playing it.
Right.
And so this is sort of a funny thing. So I was just and Carrie's looking at me and she's like, sweetie, we got it. That guitar I got this for a great deal. So I was like, I could resell this and make some money on it. And so I'm sitting there. I got it all restrung, and I just got it all looking how I wanted it. And I realized, and I strummed an A chord, and I went, and I literally, this happened. My friend Darren can attest to it, and Carrie. I instantly said, wait a minute, I know that sound. I strummed one chord. I just went nice and hard. And I said, wait a minute. Nope, I know that song. And instantly I'm right back to being 15 years old, sitting on my bed in my parents' house, listening to a Paul Simon live album from 1973. And sure, it's one of my favorite albums of all time. And I pull up the album cover, and it's Paul Simon live Ryman, and he is playing this very model of guitar. And I just about lost it. I was so excited because I've always wanted to play a guitar that was the same as Paul Simon's, and I could just never, ever afford one, ever. And so I started playing this guitar, and my wife just... So that's where we currently sit with this one. So I'm supposed to sell this, but it's hard.
He's looking for support from all of you. That's what's happening right now.
I'm looking just moral support,
yeah.
Oh, that sounds so good, you have to keep it.
Right, that's what he's looking for.
That kind of thing. Because I did a live show last night, and that's what everybody said. And I made sure that they said it to Carrie afterward. But, I struggle. I love guitars so much.
I know.
I enjoy so many aspects of it. So that's part of the problem with sort of dispersing Jack's collection as well, is that...
you love them all.
I play them. I want to buy them all.
Right.
I want them all. I can't have them. So.
Do you want another song request?
I do.
Well, somebody requested "Forever Young."
Well,
in
let's
honor
just
of your
do
mom
that.
and all mothers on Mother's Day, but that happens to be one of her all-time favorites, I believe.
All-time favorites. So everything's working? I mean,
everything's
jinx
working.
it,
I know, yeah. Everything's going pretty good.
I imagine some of these people have been here during some of our massive technical issues.
I'm sure they have.
going to try this song a half step higher than I usually do it,
Okay.
just to give it a little
Yeah.
stank on it.
All right.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever young. Always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sound. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Waiting for you. I'm waiting for
Awesome.
your validation.
It was awesome. It's becoming one of my favorites,
Yeah?
actually. Yeah.
Boy,
We have
this-
I don't know if you had specific plans. We do have a couple of other requests if you want to hear them.
No, I didn't have any real plans tonight. Tonight was really just about reconnecting, you know?
Yeah.
Because again, this is sort of a little bit of the old format, but it's not. You know, once we sort of get back into doing these Sunday shows again, it's going to be so different. So
Yeah, but we will do. There is a couple of plans that we have to do, like a request night, which would be a live stream.
yep,
And so, like in the beginning of the pandemic, when people would send in requests and stuff, that'll be fun.
I think we should always have a request portion. We're still sort
Yeah.
of deciding. So if you guys have any cool
Yeah,
ideas,
if you have any ideas,
don't
what
hesitate
kind
to
of-
send them.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so we had a request for, I think it was Country Roads. Let me just double check. Sorry. Yes, Country Roads, and also A Living Prayer or By God's Word.
Alrighty. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountain, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. My memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. I hear a voice in the morning now, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads. All right.
All right, that was great.
That's a good segue into the fact that we have a John Denver Friday Night
We
Live.
sure do. Yeah.
This Friday. That's this Friday, right?
That is this Friday.
But
It is sold out,
It's sold out, so that's.
but we will record it and perhaps
Yeah.
share it.
People like the John Denver stuff.
They
It always
really
sells
do.
out when we do the John Denver.
Yeah.
And the Friday Night Live thing too is we're just always trying to improve this space here. So we're going to be doing some cool stuff. So if you are in the area, reserve a seat. Now the other thing that we're doing, this is we're sort of trying it to see if we can feasibly do it. We've turned, rather than doing our standard ticketing, we've gone over to a donation model.
Yeah.
We're going to really try to do this is that you would reserve, just like you would do for Songs of Faith, how it used to be. You'll reserve a seat here just like you're getting a ticket. It'll just be a zero price ticket. And then we'll have a suggested donation, and we will, sort of hope that you support us in this way if you like it. But it also gives us a chance to maybe be able to have some people come who might not be able to to otherwise afford it. So it's just something we feel strongly about. We're really hoping that works, that we can sort of bring in enough donations to sort of just keep everything where it needs to be and all of that. But if we can, then that makes us feel really good that we don't have to.
So this week is sold out, and then we have a few weeks off because we have Colby's wedding. You've got another show, Tom Petty tribute show happening. So a couple weeks off, and then the next Friday Night Live, that's not the live stream, that's here, is going to be on June 9th, and it's a Songs of Faith night. So if anybody is in the area that would like to come, please go to the website. Get your ticket. The tickets, you get a ticket, but it's $0. So
yeah, like a little Friday Night Live logo.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's on my shoulder.
It is.
All right. Mitch, do I have time for one more quick one?
I think you could do one more. Yeah.
This is dedicated to my beautiful wife. She loves to listen to everything. Raindrops on rooftops are comforting. And always she tries to take away my pain, washed away by her rain. And she waits for clouds every sunny day. Thunder meets lightning, her favorite thing. And she wakes to find me asleep in her arms, swept away by her rain. And I do wonder why the thunder makes her smile, and lightning's frightening, but when her eyes start widening, I fall in love. She loves to listen to everything. Raindrops on rooftops, her favorite thing. A rich man could buy her good fortune and fame, sunny days. I would buy her rain. I would buy her a ring. Oh, I would buy her a ring. I love you, my darling.
I love you too. Thank you.
Well, happy Mother's Day to you, my beautiful bride, and to all the mothers out there. And thank you so much for tuning back in again. We're really excited to be back and working creatively.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for supporting us. And please get in touch with us if sponsoring a show is something that you'd like to do, or we're going to actually need some volunteers here for some various things if you live locally.
Yeah.
Since everything is going to be done by the nonprofit now, we want to do a lot of stuff that's about community engagement, and there's a ton of stuff that we've planned.
Yeah.
We'll share that to you with you as the weeks go on. So much love, God bless, and we will see you very soon. Good night.